What's happening, everyone? Oh yeah, some hype music tonight. Oh yeah. How we all doing? Oh, it's Thursday. We only have one more day until it's the weekend. Oh baby. Oh baby. Welcome. I'm Davram from Davram Gaming. Welcome all those out there in the MMORPG universe. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for turning in to my MMORPG Thursday sponsored stream. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Over on my channel, mixer.com/Davram, we've got Vol for Life. How you doing, buddy? Estimate on all my equipment here for my studio. Probably in total, somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000. There you go. There's your estimate, my friend. Probably not the number figure you wanted to hear. Probably not the money figure you wanted to hear, but that's what it was. Yeah, that's past your budget. Past most people's budget. I've saved for about 15 years for all this equipment. So, there's that. 15 years for all this equipment. We're going to play some Albion online, guys. I was going to play some Elite Dangerous. Unfortunately, we ran into some issues with their customer service. And it wouldn't let me create my account. So, hopefully we get Elite Dangerous up and running by Saturday, because that's going to be our Saturday stream is Elite Dangerous. Tomorrow night is Fortnite, our Fortnite Friday, where we will be giving away a copy of PC Fortnite. But I helped kickstart this pack. I am a founder of Albion Online, and I haven't played it since it released. I've got a lot of other stuff that I've been doing, but I haven't played it since I released, so I think this is a good time to start it up. As you can see, I got the nice little gold banner around my name, so I'm forever marked as a founder. And I was kind of an idiot. I looted all my founder stuff. Well, because of that, I move slow as poop now. So, yeah. Needs a beginner skinning knife. I don't have that. I don't have a beginner skinning knife. What does it say? Gather rough logs. Oh. Alright, let's get on the horse. So yeah, there's that. I kind of opened all my crap, and so my character, well, as you can see, has a lot of stuff, and well, I'm encumbered. It depends, Vol. It honestly depends. So, I've been in live production now for 13 plus years. So for me, a lot of the stuff that this isn't the equipment I started with, right? So I've upgraded multiple times, not for my stream, but my stream has upgraded a few times since I started almost 4 months ago. It's upgraded a couple times. But in general, you don't have to have amazing equipment to stream, right? You just have to be able to broadcast. You got to have the software to broadcast. You got to have the computer to handle it and stuff like that. But in general, you can. I mean, if you've got an Xbox for Mixer, you can stream directly off the Xbox. So I mean, there's that. Baby doll, hey, baby doll. I see you got a profile picture now. Someone has a profile picture now. Gather rough stone. And it's going pretty good, baby doll. We were going to play some Elite Dangerous, which is a pretty cool game that I'm excited to start playing. It is on the Xbox. It is on the PC. I'm playing on PC for right now. But it's a really cool star exploration game that I wanted to play. Unfortunately, we had some issues with account creation, so there's that. Craft a beginner's skinning knife. Craft a beginner's skinning knife. What? Go to the workbench. So you have to keep in mind, right? You have to keep in mind, if you're buying streaming equipment, you got to be very careful. What did it want me to make? Beginning skinning knife. You have to be very careful about what you're getting, right? Because you need to have a certain processor. You need to have a certain, you know... You have to have a certain stuff in order to do this, right? It's not just, hey, I'm going to go out and get a computer and just hope it works. You have to look at specs and such. So I don't know what that computer had, but based on that price, I would say you might struggle with some stuff. Yeah, green screens you can get pretty cheap. I got the one behind me for 30 bucks. Now, I could have made it. I could have easily made it, but it was just easier for me with my time to just, you know, not worry about it. Alright, we need to kill a frog. We killed the frog. Oh. Gather scraps of hide. Alright. That comes off frogs. Cool. Cool. So yeah, I mean, for 200 bucks, I would be nervous about the type of computer you're gonna have, right? Because the graphics card in this machine that I have, the graphics card in my gaming machine alone is twice as much as that entire computer. Again, with mic quality, alright? You can get a cheap mic, right? Here, let me show you an example. Hold on. This mic right here, it's USB, right? I got it used for 20 bucks. That's my podcasting mic. This mic that I use, I got for about 150 bucks. Now, here's the difference. This one's not USB. This one's not USB. This one's XLR. What does that mean? Well, that means you're going to have a soundboard in order to run the microphone. Well, now you got a soundboard to buy. Can you buy it from me? No. I use it. I don't buy equipment just to sit in a closet, right? I've got some spare equipment in case I ever need it over there in my little storage closet. But I don't buy equipment and just not to use it, right? I've got a spare webcam over there. I've got a bag full of cables over there. I've got extra sound foam over there. Argonaut! Everyone, this is the gentleman that we've been raiding the past couple nights. Yes, the one that I so lovingly call my friend, who is a hyperactive chipmunk on Mountain Dew. That is the Argonaut over there. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. I've been sending my peeps your way to get a little of that hype that, well, let's be honest, this fat man doesn't have. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. I don't have that type of energy that you have with the Super Saiyan stuff. Although I do have to say, one of my favorite things that you do is the gray face of yours when you die in PUBG and it's the sad music. Oh, it gets me every time. Like, I tear up. It's emotional. Like, I get all emotional. But yeah, Vol, as far as streaming equipment, man, like, there's a lot of great tutorials out there as far as what you can, what is good to start with, right? I would suggest USB mic. It's cheap. One computer, right? If you have an Xbox, use your Xbox, right? You don't have to go out and dump a lot of money into streaming when you just get started. Why? Because maybe you don't like it, right? Maybe it's something that's just not you. Right? You have to love and have passion for this craft. You can't just be like, okay, I'm going to be the next Lyric, or I'm going to be the next Argonaut, or I'm going to be the next Scythe, or I'm going to be the next Towley, and expect to blow up overnight, right? Like people don't understand how much work goes into this, right? So when I go to work, in the morning. I leave and go to the gym at 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. I get up at 5:30. I go to the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning. I work out for an hour from 6:30 to 7:30. I shower. I walk upstairs. I go to my office from about 8 o'clock until about 5 o'clock. I drive home. I get home about 6 o'clock. I fix dinner. I stream from 7 to 10 every single night. After I stream, I pull up my numbers. I review how I did. Right? I want to see how I did. I have a notebook that I carry around with ideas. What went well? What went poorly? I have a whiteboard up here on my wall that I write down things that I want to do. I've got a whiteboard over here that I have my schedule on for YouTube releases, VidMe releases, podcast releases. Okay? I have a Google Calendar that shows all my appearances and all my meetings. Right? I literally work nearly 18 hours a day between my normal job and content creation. If I didn't have my normal job, it was just content creation, I would still probably work 18 hours a day doing this because there's so much stuff that I want to do. That life is not for everyone. The entertainment business, and this is what streaming is, it's an entertainment business. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. People think it's easy to sit and talk for hours on end. People think that's easy. It's not. It's not. You get the children in here that think they know everything. You get the nights where you don't have any views, right? You get the nights where you don't have any followers. You get the nights where you're sitting here like once you become a partner, you have the nights where you sit here and you stare at your subscriber number and thinking, how am I going to make rent this month? Because I don't have enough money coming in. Right? The entertainment business is not, woo, right? It's not for everyone. Now, if you have the love and the passion and you're ready to dedicate, a lot of hours a day to it, put it in. Put that time in. Hitting 40 followers, that's freaking amazing. Absolutely, Arch, right? So I broadcast because it's the only time that I have 3 hours a night, right? At the end of the 3 hours, I still work probably another hour or two before. I have an hour of prep before, right? If I could do this full time, I would probably have an hour before prep, at least an hour afterwards, and I would stream 8 to 12 hours. Right now I can only do 3 because I've got a real job. That's why my weekend streams are so much longer. Because I've got the time, and I'm going to use that time to build my community. Help build the Ghastly Souls stream team, help build the Game Legion stream team. Like, that's my job, in my opinion, as a content creator. My channel's one thing, and that's one thing, right? More importantly, so if I tell you what the most important thing to me is as a content creator, number 1, growth of Mixer. That's the number 1 thing on my priority list. Don't care about my channel. Don't care about how many followers I have. Don't care how many subscribers I have. Number 1 priority for me, growing the Mixer brand and making this a dominant streaming platform in the world. Right? A dominant one. Maybe not the most dominant. We would like to get there someday, but a dominant one. Number 2, growth of the Ghastly Souls and Game Legion communities. That's number 2. Number 3 is actually my community, right? And why do I put my community at the bottom? Now, they all could be switched around, because if we don't have Mixer growing, the Ghastly Souls and Game Legion are not growing. And if all 3 of those aren't growing, guess what? I'm not growing. Yeah, Arch calls it out nicely, right? So yeah, I mean, a lot of people, like, if you look on Mixer, you can see a lot of Xbox streamers, PC streamers that they're doing it, right? They're broadcasting. That's cool. Some of them might make it somewhere, and I hope they do, because that means our platform's growing. If it's if they don't have the love and the passion, they're not going to. And that's where a lot of content creators unfortunately fail. Wait, didn't I just make that? Oh, I have to equip it. That's where a lot of content creators fail. Select a new ability at the beginner's broadsword can. Okay. Oh, here's that. That's where a lot of content creators fail because they're like, I'm just playing a video game. That's fine. Well, guess what? Here, let me tell you this. I forgot to do this because this is necessary. A lot of content creators fail because they're like, I can play a video game on a camera. Yeah, you can. You know how many content creators, when I'm browsing even Twitch or Mixer, you know how many I see doing this? If I did that for 3 hours, guess how many people would actually stick around and pay attention? 0. Even if there's no one in your channel, you should still be talking and having a good time and showing effort and energy. That's how you grow. I just did a podcast on this, actually. No problem, March. No problem. Yeah, there's a lot. I actually just did a podcast on SoundCloud. I just started a podcast, actually, of all the things that I already do. Attack an enemy dealing 91 damage to the target and all enemies in proximity. Physical damage to a target. Okay, we just want the physical damage one. So I just did a podcast on this, talking about, you know, one of my biggest mistakes, because I came from retail, right? My first major job was in retail. And I was in retail, and unfortunately, in retail, what are you told? Watch the numbers, watch the numbers, watch the numbers, watch the numbers, watch the numbers. Guess what you can't do while you're streaming and growing? Watch the numbers. Because if you watch the numbers while you're streaming and growing, you're going to hate life. Because you're going to see your viewer count at nothing. You're going to see your follower count maybe not grow very quickly, right? You're going to see these other streamers who are blowing up, and you're gonna be like, well, why? I'm better than them at this game. I can get more chicken dinners in PUBG. I can do more evil, awful, awesome riffs in Diablo. I'm level 70, the best equipped paladin on... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Because those folks most likely are not paying attention to the numbers, and they're working on growing that community. They're working on being entertaining. They're working on being a personality. If you turned into a TV show and all you saw were people staring at you, would you watch that TV show? No. You wouldn't. So I gave a lot of pro tips in that podcast about that. But that's kind of like one of the big things that leave the island and go to town. That's one of the big things that you know, new content creators have a hard time with is, you know, a lot of people have ADD on games. I like to play a variety of games. Playing a variety of games as you're building a community it hurts you. It truly hurts you. Because people tune in. Like, for example, my biggest streams are when I play Trove. If I played Trove every single night, my streaming numbers would be pretty big because I'm one of the only people that really streams Trove on a consistent basis on Mixer. There's others. But with that being said, if I stream Trove every single day, I would literally want to pull my hair out. And if you don't enjoy what you're doing, people are not going to enjoy watching you. Right? So that's kind of where I go. It's not about the equipment, right? The equipment is a small aspect of the entire business. And it is a business. If people say it's not a business, they're wrong. They're wrong. Okay, what, I don't even remember. Okay, we got a quest thing up here. Oh, hello. Oh, I forgot about this. So yeah. Okay, let's use the bank because items in the bank are stored locally. It means you cannot access the stored items. That's fine. I just want to get this crap out of my inventory. Alright. Oh, Legendary Adventurer's Horse. What do I have? Legendary Explorer's Horse. What's the difference? color? Well, I kind of like that horse better. Oh yeah, the Black Stallion even has its feet braided. That's nice. All right, let's get some of this stuff away. I don't want to carry all this crap around. So yeah, now that I've completely ranted for the past like hour, not really. How's everyone doing tonight? How's everyone doing? Tell me how you're doing. I saw Arch came in, had some stuff to say. I saw Arcanaut come in. Arcanaut, I really appreciate you tuning in, buddy. By the way, I really do enjoy your broadcast, and I appreciate you coming by and checking out mine. It really means a lot to me, my friend. Especially since I know that you stream in the evening, so you're probably doing some of that prep work that I was just talking about. So I think this goes to that one. I don't know what these sets are yet. I don't know. Okay, this is for a house. This is for a house. This is for the house. This is for the house. Okay, I think we're down to actually like important things now. Right. I appreciate that, Arch. I really do. I really do. You came in on a Davram rant. Sometimes those get crazy. Sometimes those get crazy. Let's do kill creatures of tier 2. Okay. Crafting missions, farming missions. No, stop it. All right, let's turn all these off. Okay, I want to do fighting missions. All right, kill scholar robe. Okay. So Arch, have you got to play Elite Dangerous yet? Royal Crafter. Speak with the Royal Crafter, Redford, and the Swamp Outpost. I know you've been... I believe, Arch, you've been playing... Did I see you playing Diablo, or was that Casper? I can't remember. I don't know how I get you two confused, but somehow I do. Somehow I do, and you can hate me for that. That's fine. I just can't remember who all was playing Elite Dangerous. I know Aaron was. There he is. Another fledgling from the motherland? I'm thinking about doing the fire staff, is honestly what I'm doing. Acquire a beginner's pickaxe. You must acquire one of the beginner's axes. Return the Royal Crafter in Redford. Okay. Did I get that? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, I get to. Okay. Do I have enough materials? Where's the let's crafting table? Beginner's pickaxe. Do I have enough to make it? Yes, I do. Beginner's axe. Do I have enough to make it? Yes, I do. All right. Yes, I do. I was told this game was supposed to also come out on mobile. I have yet to see it on mobile. If someone has seen it on mobile, please correct me, because I thought that would be the coolest thing is if this was on mobile. Return to the Royal Crafter. Then I can play it on PC and on mobile. I really enjoy this game. It's got PvP. It's got dungeons. The graphics a lot of people kind of scoff at, but honestly, it's a well-designed, well done game. Open the world or map. Done. Gather 8 copper ore, 16 birch logs. Okay, let's go gathering. You can actually build guild cities and stuff like that in this game. It's actually quite good. It's actually quite good. Right, okay, copper ore, that looks depleted. Oh, that's sandstone anyways, we don't need that. And birch. Birch. Rough logs. Oh, I forget what birch looks like. I remember being annoyed when I Sandstone. Sandstone. Tin. Tin. Oh, what's that? I don't know what that is, but it won't let me loot it. Huh. Sandstone. So, I need to have my pickaxe in hand. All tin. Oh, what's this? Limestone. Tin. Well, there's a shit ton of tin out here, guys. Tin. Tin. I want to see what copper looks like. I'm guessing it looks like the tin only. Well, they're all rough logs. Oh, what's this? Copper! Okay, that's what copper looks like. Okay. Please mine it? There it is. Copper. I also have an ox. If I want to actually go out and like get crafting stuff, I can equip my ox, and he's got like travel bags that he can carry shit on. So that's a lot of fun. No! Fairheim! It was mine and you stole it! Wait, can I... Wait, he has his sword out. Can I have my sword and use my pick? Oh, I can. I just have to have it in my inventory. Well played. That was a good one. Alright, I've got my ore. Now I need my logs. So we need to find birch trees. Bunnies! I think I want to still get more copper, though, because... oh, that's a novice pickaxe. Tin is a novice. I think I want to get more copper because I can upgrade stuff with it. Like, I can... Oops. I can get more stuff with it. Crap. Bum, 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 ba-dum. I do have to say, guys, I'm quite excited. Next weekend, our stream schedule is going to be kind of screwy next week, and it's for a good reason. I am going to be in Indianapolis, Indiana, for Gen Con. I will be covering that. So we'll probably do some live streams if the internet and if the convention staff gives me good wireless. We'll probably do some live streams. Absolutely. We're also going to be doing a whole lot of interviews from game designers, board games. I've got an interview set up with a Magic the Gathering and Marvel superheroes puzzle game. I've got an interview and a play test of that, and I've got a lot of really awesome equipment being sent to me to do this coverage. So if you're interested in tabletop games, mobile games, just gaming in general, make sure you find me on vid.me/Davrim Gaming. Also, SoundCloud Davrim Gaming and YouTube Davrim Gaming as well. And you'll be able to get all the podcasts and all the fun coverage of Gen Con. It should be pretty cool. It's the 50th anniversary, so I expect a pretty awesome time, honestly. We're doing a charity event there. So I'm excited for that. Gonna raise some money for some children. Oh, yeah. If you're interested in all that kind of tabletop-y stuff, make sure you follow my channels. Not just the live channel, but also the. That's 10 again. Where's the birch? Ooh, is that what is that? Rough logs. Oh, Kind of wish it dismounted you automatically. Winter Mute over there on the YouTube for MMORPG. How you doing, my friend? How was your Thursday? Ready for the weekend? Welcome to my Thursday sponsored stream. Welcome, welcome. What do we have here? 10. Where is the birch? I remember in beta testing that this was one of the quests I hated as well. Like, I could never find any birch. I believe, if I remember right, they were big trees. If I remember right, they were big trees. That's a bad guy. You gotta get the gaming on, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Gotta love me some gaming after a long day of work, man. Is there anything fun down here? Not really. A little sacrificial pit here. A little sacrificial pit. It's our troll sacrificing arena. I have a feeling those are bad guys. I really do. Where is the birch? They're all rough logs. I just need a birch tree, please. Yeah, I've got Elder Scrolls as well. I don't get on Elder Scrolls as much as I would like to. This is actually my first playthrough of Albion Online since I kickstarted it. So as you can see, my name has the little gold banner on it because I was one of the founders of the game. Not like designing it, but one of the founder backers of the game. So I got this little cool thing. I got a statue of myself that sits in my house and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a pretty cool game. A lot of people are kind of drawn away from it because of the graphics, but honestly, I'm like, guys, get over the graphics. Like, it's a good game. Like, it's a really good game. I just feel like so many people are just so attached to graphics nowadays that it's like, if you're not like the new latest and greatest in graphics, like, you just don't matter, and that's depressing to me because you don't have to have superior graphics to be a really good quality game. I mean, heck, let's be honest. Let's look at Minecraft, right? It's a pixel game. Everything's blocky and square. It's one of the more popular games out there. You don't have to have amazing graphics to be to have great gameplay. If your gameplay is solid, like this game has PvP, it's got PvE, it's got dungeons, it's got, you know, guilds and groups and cities, like player built cities and stuff. Like, you know, and from what I understand, when this was first coming out, they wanted to make it cross-platform between mobile and PC as well. So, like, you can't exactly have overloaded... I could see this game on a tablet or a mobile phone, absolutely. I would love to see them get that, like, and have some cross-play. Well, I can play it, you know, when I'm out and about. Now, if I could only find a birch tree... I need 16 birch logs. And I can't find a single birch tree. I find a shit ton of tin, though. Which I can't mine. Oh, gameplay is critical. You can have a game that looks absolutely beautiful and just have awful gameplay. Lawbreakers. Okay, I'm a little salty at Lawbreakers for more than just because it's, like, bad gameplay. I'm more salty because they only took into account one content creation platform when they built in their API integrations. And that annoys me. There's more than just Twitch out there. I'm not on Twitch. Well, I am tonight because MMORPG's channel's on Twitch, and well, I get rebroadcasted. But there's YouTube, there's Mixer, which is what I'm on. You know, there's a lot of platforms out there. Like, can't just say, oh, well, Twitch is the biggest one, so we're going to stick with them. Well, that's a good way to have your game not pushed by content creators. Which in today's gaming world is one of the biggest forms of advertisement. So. Right. Okay. Birch tree. Calling all birch trees. These are just rough logs. I'm getting a lot of copper ore, though. I mean, my weight is getting 32% weight because of all this copper ore. Trainee gatherer. You were talking about other channels of yours when I tuned in. You'd be able to mention them? Yeah, absolutely. So, my live streaming. So what you're watching is, I'm sponsored by MMORPG.com. So, I broadcast, and then they rebroadcast my broadcast to their channels, which is YouTube and Twitch, and then they have game spaces on Mixer. My channel, where my viewers are right now, which they don't pop up in the MMORPG chats, they're all on Mixer, which is where I do all my live content. And that's in the title. If you look at the title of the video that you're watching, or the stream that you're watching, it's Mixer, mixer.com/Davram. That's Microsoft and Xbox's streaming platform, which is where I hold my content. I don't broadcast on Twitch or YouTube. I do have a YouTube channel, and it's dedicated to episodic playthroughs of games. So right now I'm playing through an indie game called Banner Saga 2. We're doing an episodic playthrough on that. I think I released episode 5 today of that playthrough. So that's YouTube. If you search for Davram Gaming, you'll see my face. Not this face, but a cartoon version of this face. If you search for Davram Gaming on that. And then I also have VidMe, which is the same as my YouTube. VidMe and YouTube just hit two different audiences, but the content on them are basically the same. And that's vid.me/Davram Gaming. I'm a partner with them, so my content goes on there as well. And then finally, I do another series of content, which is not video at all. I do a podcast called The Davram Download, or just recently, this week, kind of renamed to The Double D. And we talk about a lot of different things on there. I do movie reviews on there. I just started that. I used to do a live stream and a YouTube recorded video called Morning Drives with Davram. And in the first episode, I explain why I move it to a podcast. It's just smarter that way, and safer that way. But I release YouTube and VidMe and podcasts twice a week. So each of those get 2 episodes a week. So that's on there. So you're playing Banner Saga? Oh, you're playing Banner Saga 1 currently. Yeah, baby doll. The Double D. That's what the nickname of it is. The Double D. Yep. So, but I do movie reviews on there. Right now, the first episode of the Double D is talking about my history, where I came from, my history as a content creator. The second episode, which we just released last night, is up on SoundCloud. I'm hoping to get that also over on iTunes podcast as well, just because a lot of people have iPhones and it's easier for them than to have 2 apps. They just have one. So it will be on iTunes hopefully this week. But in the second episode, we talked about, growing a community and avoiding the pitfall of watching the numbers. I've got a lot lined up. I've got some special guests lined up that within the next month we'll have special guests on there. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff on that. A lot of good information. I'll do movie reviews, game reviews, and stuff like that. It just depends. Depends what's going on. It's kind of like an inside look into me without a video camera, right? Because it's just my voice. It's a podcast. But I keep all my episodes between 20 and 30 minutes, so it's not like something that... The goal of my YouTube, VidMe, and podcast is not something where you're sitting there for hours watching it. It's something quick, like put it on while you're doing dishes. Put it on while you're, you know, cooking dinner. It's not meant to be something that sits there forever. It's meant to be short little pieces of content. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. But yeah, if you're also if you're interested in my live content, I'm only on the channel that you're watching me on there on YouTube. I'm only on that channel on Tuesday and Thursdays. Next Thursday I won't be, but only on Tuesday and Thursdays. I do broadcast live though nearly every single day. You just have to be over here on the Microsoft version, which is mixer.com/Davram. Desolate is here. How you doing today, honey? How you doing? Hope you're feeling a little bit better. But yeah, if you're interested in my live content, you got to pop over here to mixer.com. That's where I broadcast. A lot of times, I'm a variety streamer in a way. Usually Tuesdays I'm playing Trove. Thursdays I kind of switch it up a little bit. Mondays I play Minecraft. Fridays I play Fortnite. And then Saturday I also kind of switch it up. Hopefully this Saturday we can play some Elite Dangerous, which is a game that I'm really looking forward to playing. Absolutely, man. I'll tell you this, though. I'll tell you this, Winter Mule. Once you come to Mixer, you probably won't go back to anything else because it's a completely different world. Nearly instantaneous chat with the broadcaster. Amazing interaction features. So, just be prepared to be addicted to the old Mixer. I still watch a couple of my good friends on Twitch, but they're usually in the morning. And I just usually watch them, you know, when I'm getting ready for work. But anymore, I am 100% watching streamers on Mixer because we have some amazing creators over here. Amazing! And if you're over here on Mixer and you just recently tuned in, you missed the great Arcanaut and Archdiocese who popped over here and said hello, which, might I say, I look up to both of them. Arch was one of the first people that actually I interacted with on Mixer way back on Damn It Rooster's stream. And Arcanaut is just a super chill, nice guy that just has so much passion, love, and energy for his community. You missed them both if you just recently tuned in. If you were here when they were here, though, you got to see some legendary people from the Mixer world. I gotta talk to Arcanaut about maybe doing like an interview. I gotta get through the DM21 gaming interview first, man. I gotta get that scheduled on the calendar. I think that's pretty much set, but I think Arcanaut's gonna be my next interview target. I think he's gonna be the next one. Because he's just an amazing person. Where are the birch trees? God damn it! Where are they? Like, seriously. I have been all the way around this map and I have yet to find a single birch tree. Are they not even in this zone? Do I need to go to the next zone? I have so much how much copper ore do we have? We have 421 copper. Is that number correct? Is that number correct? 421 copper ore and we have yet to find one birch. The hell. I bet it's in another zone. I bet I need to follow this path and get it. What's down here? Let's keep looking. I'm not giving up yet. Why they wait, what? Why they new join, huh? What? I'm confused. You've confused me, Desolatia. I took them. What? Huh? I'm confused. You've confustibated me. Rats! Angry rats! Birch. Get back on your horse. You are so overweight right now. Get back on your horse. Alright, that's back to town, maybe? Maybe not. I just want a birch tree. Can I please have just a birch tree? I just want some wood. Someone give me their wood. Alright, where... okay, this is a new area. Alright, birch tree. Let's look. What is this? Rough logs. Rough logs. Wait a minute! No, I have a beginner's axe. Okay, so this is... Okay, so I... Damn it, just read the freaking quest. This is where they're at. I just ran around for nothing. They're here. Read the quest. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. God, Devram, you're such an idiot. But you're the greatest idiot. There's no idiot like you. You're such an amazing idiot. You're the greatest of idiots. I've never seen an idiot greater than you. Took the trees. Well, give them back. I need the wood. Now they're supposed to be in this zone. I was looking around the ice area and I was... Oh, there's one. There's one. That's definitely birch. Choppy choppy. Nice. So that was 9 of 16. Get back on your damn horse. Oh my god, chat in this game is like absolutely asinine. Absolutely asinine. I love how people are like Facebook messaging me when they know I do this every single night. Giggity. 12. 15. There we go. Okay. Redford and the... Okay, so we gotta go back to town now. Okay. God, if I wasn't such an idiot, we'd have this done like an hour ago. Jesus. Does anyone watch this chat? Like, right over here? Look at this chat. It's just constantly scrolling. Like, how can anyone read that? It's just, like, constantly going. It's like a freaking, like... crack addict on a typewriter. I don't even know what half the shit they're talking about. Like, it's just flowing. There's another language. That looks Russian. The Russians are on Albion Online. Watch out, chat. Wow, load times are really quick. Has nothing to do with the fact that I have an overpowered computer to play Albion Online. Has nothing to do with that, I swear. Alright, I need to go back to town. Well, that's a decent run. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so stoked next week for Gen Con. Like, it sucks that I'm unfortunately not gonna be able to stream Thursday through Sunday. Well, I might be back on Sunday night. It depends if Piratic makes it in to visit me on Sunday, but I should be back for Sunday shooters, maybe. But it's gonna suck not being able to broadcast for, you know, 4 days, but I'm probably gonna do some live streaming there at the con if internet holds up, you know. But I'm so stoked to go to that convention. You have no idea. I love that convention. It's like the hub of freaking tabletop nerds. My people, La Familia. Alright. Where's Gen Con? Indianapolis, Indiana. They're actually doing a big event. I might actually have to go down and check it out. They're doing a life-size, like, Dungeons and Dragons dungeon in the Colts Stadium, Lucas Oil Stadium. They're building which I've been to that stadium. I haven't been inside of it, I've been around it, but they're actually building a life-size Dungeons and Dragons dungeon inside Lucas Oil Field. Oh, I'm gonna go see that. It's gonna be amazing. You must craft 8 of the copper bars and 16 birch planks. Alright. Clearly that's not the oh, right here. This one? What the? There is one more step before we can craft your fire staff. You will have to refine your copper ore at the smelter and the birch at the lumber mill. This is the smelter right here. That must not be the smelter. Looks like a smelter to me. Looks like a blacksmith. I think you're right. I think the smelter might be over here. What's this? That's a repairing place. I'm happy you say that, Elric, because if I can get in there, I'm hoping to like pull my press pass, you know, funness and actually go videotape the whole dungeon if I'm allowed to. Limestone brick, sandstone brick. Okay. Yeah, baby doll. This is like this will be my 3rd or 4th year at Gen Con, but this is the 50th anniversary. Like, I was trying to get Valorant and some other people to go, but like, I mean, it is kind of like you had to order your tickets so far in advance because it's the 50th anniversary and it's sold out. Like, the weekend passes sold out. Tutu Swag. Child much? Yep, that's you. Yep, you're a child. It's funny though. It's funny that you think I care what you say. I don't. But yeah, I should be able to get a video of that. Baldness? Hold on. Hey, everyone out there in MMO land. Apparently I'm bald. Apparently, I'm bald. Did you know that, guys? You know I'm bald? I guess all this flowing hair that goes, you know, down over my shoulders is considered bald. I guess someone failed kindergarten. Copper bar. Okay, we got that. It's only hosted there. Yeah, it's once a year. It starts on Thursday. It's called the Greatest 4 Days of Gaming. It starts on Thursday, and goes through Sunday in Indianapolis. It's 24 hours. As soon as the con opens on Thursday, aside from like the vendor hall and stuff, everything else closes down. Everything else closes down. You know, Tutu, what's really interesting is that you keep continuing to insult me, which is against terms of service. And since all this is logged, I hope you enjoy, like, account bans, because that's what happens. Just saying. I hope you enjoy account bans. Where is it, Elric? That would be in Indianapolis, Indiana. I have to commute there. Craft a novice fire staff. Go to the mage tower. Okay. Well, don't worry, baby doll. I will make sure that I put up a lot of videos and stuff of the convention so you can feel like you're there. Talk about the game, dude. Relax. What? Why? This is my stream, not yours, so I'll talk however I want, and, you know, maybe you should learn how to be not rude, and then I will maybe focus on the content and the viewers, and not focus on your dumbass. I mean, that seems pretty legit to me. Be a human being. Have some respect. And definitely don't tell me what to do. That doesn't go very well with me. But yeah, I'll have lots of videos. Lots of videos for those who can't go. Didn't they use that in Lake Geneva? Yeah, they haven't always been in Indianapolis, and I'll tell you, they're not always going to be in Indianapolis because of the wonderful vice president the United States has. When he was the governor of Indiana, he passed all those anti-civil rights laws, and Gen Con has pulled their contract. So as soon as their contract's up at Indianapolis, they're going to change cities. I hope they don't go too far because I don't want to have to commute, you know, more hours than I already do. But if they do, I'll go. It's just, you know, the Mage Tower. It may have been in Wisconsin. I would have to look. They've got a listing on their website of everywhere that it's been. So that would be where I look. But they might be. Wait, I didn't find the Mage Tower. Okay, there's the Mage Portal. I feel like if I remember right, the Mage Tower was over here. You're the cloth crafter. It's been a while since I played this in beta. And I didn't do this line when I was... I think I did the bow line when I was actually doing this in beta. What is this person? The block version. Gen Con was never in Columbus, no. Gen Con was never in Ohio. Ever. Not even once. Let's go north past the market area here. This looks kind of magey. Oh, look, right there. Novice Fire Staff. Give me. Alright, we crafted our Novice Fire... Let me back on my horse. I'm so uncovered. Yeah, every time I've went, it's been Indianapolis. But I know their contract's coming up, and I know because of the anti-civil rights laws that Mr. Pence passed, they're definitely not going to be there for forever because, you know, we like to be all-inclusive and accepting of people. Not rude. Need something to keep you warm. I have armor. Armor will not only protect you in battle, but also support your fighting style. If you know anything you need about gathering and crafting, time to craft your armor and an offhand. Okay. No, it was never in Columbus. No. Origins is what you're thinking of. Origins Game Fair is in Columbus. But not Gen Con. Gen Con's never been in Columbus. Alright. What? Okay, what do I need for this? I need simple cloth. So I need to harvest cotton. And stiff leather. This is an offhand, right? Equipment. If they can simulate life-size monsters, you will see me drop my camera and run away. I've played D&D since 3.5, the beginning of 3.5. I know what some of those monsters are, and you will see my ass running. And I don't like to run. Welcome back, Vol. Wait. What? Actually, let's deposit this stuff in my storage chest because I'm like super encumbered. So much metal. Okay, let's first, okay, whatever. Rough stone. Let's put our crafting materials down here. So rough stone. We have some scraps of hide. Wood. Wood planks. Metal. We're gonna need this. Scraps of hide in. Sword in. staff on. Alright, so Firebolt. The Firebolt dealing 165 magic damage to an enemy and igniting them for 24 damage per 3 seconds. Or Firebomb. The Firebomb deals 106 magic damage to all enemies in a 6-meter radius. I'll take that. What else is there? We also get Ignite and Pyroblast. Alright, what is this? Energetic. Normal attack restores 2 energy. I want it. Well, damn it. Alright, that seems legit. Well, we got a staff now, guys. Erica Late, he doing something? I don't know what he's doing. He does live in Greece, Vol, so, I mean, it's like super early in the... It's like super, like, late at night or early in the morning, whatever you want to consider it there. He does kind of live in Greece. Which, oh, by the way, I forgot to do this here. Forgot to do this in my channel. We added a really cool new feature that you can do. We have the map of domination now for our friends in the Mixerverse over here. You wish to put your mark on the map of domination. All right, let's kill some bunnies. Killing the bunnies. More bunnies. Alright, let's leave the horse behind. There's an ox. We do need cotton. I don't know where the cotton is. I wonder if the cotton is in the next little zone. Yeah, if I was in like a real life dungeon and like if I saw a kobold, wouldn't be too happy, or wouldn't be too upset. If I saw like a beholder, my ass is like gone. And especially since there's a whole bunch of board game nerds there, like I know there's definitely going to be at least some person who can run slower than me. Yeah. Totally outrunning them. I mean, I don't move slow by any means. Especially if there was a beholder. Oh yeah, me too, man. Me too. You know, the problem is as people, you know, moved away, got families, stuff like that. One thing I would like to do on Mixer is if I can get a group of people together, actually do a live stream, you know, once a month, twice a month of a D&D run. I've got the mic equipment. I can do it easily. I got the camera equipment too, so. I think it would be cool, but again, it's finding that time. It's finding the people. I think D&D version 4 was a complete disaster. Version 5 is amazing. I am fireballing rabbits. I need their hide. I need their hide. So we're just mass killing rabbits right now. These rabbits. 5th edition, yeah. It's the newest edition. It's kind of like a combination of 4, 3, 5, and 2 all put together. 5 is so good. They don't have a lot of splat books out because it's not necessary, so you don't have to run into the situation where Elric was talking about, where you have to buy all those books and everything. No, you don't have to do that with this. There's very few. It's very simple to learn, very simple to run, but it has a lot of the cool customizations of 3.5. Huh, love your face, now me lurk. Alright, TPD. Rest your back, buddy. Rest your back. Rest your back. I was lurking most of your stream today, so thank you for the lurk. But go rest your back, man. I know you've been hurting. Wait, a scooter? What? Huh? A scooter? What? I love those hearts, man. I love them. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the hearts, TPD. Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it, buddy. Go lay down. I want a scooter like some people at Walmart, man. Those things are like, you could put like a supercharged battery on that sucker, man. Can you imagine? Like, I'd get so much done in conventions. Excuse me. Beep, beep, beep. Excuse me. Beep. Hey, move. Get away from my cart. Beep, beep, beep. That would be me with a scooter at a con. Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. Absolutely. D&D is just an amazing thing. In fact, I believe they're actually going to be releasing an exclusive dice set at D&D or at Gen Con for the new D&D adventure. Because what they're doing, instead of splat books this time, they're actually trying to help people simplify dungeon mastering. So a lot of the books that they're coming out with are actual dungeons with the storyline already caked in with the choices and everything. Because that was one of the biggest things that prevented people from actually like playing D&D is they couldn't find someone who was comfortable and who was good at writing a good story with all the pieces and being able to work on the fly and stuff. So a lot of their 5th edition books are actually dungeon series. I mean, honestly, the core part of D&D has not changed. It has not changed. It's still meant for around the table, good, creative. 4th edition didn't give you a lot of creativity. Creative fun. It hasn't changed that much. The only thing that's changed is maybe some rules, some classes and races that you can now play where you couldn't before. But yeah, in general, it's the same brilliant game that it's always been. That our wonderful buddy Gary Gygax gave us. Rest in peace, Gary. Also, I don't know if I know a lot of you guys on the MMORPG area have probably heard of. If anyone's played Dungeons and Dragons online and has actually went through a dungeon that Gary Gygax has been the DM for, it's absolutely hilarious. Friends and Fantasy. Sounds like a weekend at Davram's house. What? Scooters? Yeah. I won't have one. I mean... But it has to have a cart on the front. It has to be like the ones at like Walmart and Kroger. Like, I don't want some super like fancy scooter. I just want one of those electric ones from like Walmart and stuff. Put like a nitrous engine on the back of it. We're going back in time! Doc! Too much energy in the flux capacitors! You can borrow ours? No. There's not enough, honestly, there's not enough room at conventions. Like, there's some people with some medical, the conventions always have them, but there's definitely people with some medical conditions that do need them at conventions. And that's definitely there for them. But in all honesty, especially a convention like Gen Con, there's not enough space for them. There's just not. Which is unfortunate because then, you know, people with actual medical needs have a hard time getting around. But we make sure that everyone is welcomed. We make sure that everyone is able to get to all the booths that they can. They have a good setup there. It's so crowded. It's just so crowded. So crowded. All right, we need cotton. Cotton, the fabric of our lives. Are Founders items tradable? Good question. Crafted by the system. I've never actually tried to trade any of it. To be 100% honest with you. I literally, this is my first playthrough, Atten. My first playthrough since I played it, since I beta tested it. So I'm not 100% what is what. That's crazy, Elric. That's crazy. I actually have a neighbor who, she's like, I would have to say she's probably one of the like ballsiest women I've ever met. Like she gets in her, she's partly paralyzed, and she gets in her motorized wheelchair, and she just flies down the road. Like if people like honk at her or something, I mean she obeys the laws and everything, but if people like honk at her just because they're being rude, because you know they're just being assholes because there's a wheelchair on the road, like she just gives them the bird or hits their car as they go by. I'm like, that's right. She's just like so ballsy. It's amazing. It's amazing. I love that woman. Where is cotton? Does it tell me where I can get cotton? Does anyone who plays Albion online know where I can harvest cotton? I feel like I should see it by now. I don't remember where I can get it from the beta. I haven't played it since then. There's a lot of frogs here. Oh, what's that? Hold on, what's that? Oh, rough stone. Don't want that. Wonder if I have to, like, farm it. In the land of Dixie? Yeah. Don't worry, guys. The South will rise again. That's what they tell me, at least. Oh, what's this? Is this cotton? It's cotton! Is that the fabric of our lives? It's the fabric of our lives. Oh, I need a sickle? Balls. Okay, well, at least I know where to get it now. Now I just need to go back to town and freaking build myself a sickle. Idiot. Bull, thank you very much for that host. Very much appreciated, my friend. You dat man. You da man. Bum, 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 bum. Wait. Why didn't anyone tell me this isn't turned on? Mixer people. My buttons were not turned on. Yeah, see, someone wanted a newt, and they didn't tell me my buttons were on. How many attended now? This isn't anything like any Comic-Con events, right? I don't know how many tickets they sell, but to give you an idea, last year and the year before, I don't know if you've ever, like, if you Google Maps and zoom in and see the size of the Indiana Convention Center, it fills the entire convention center. They use nearly every room. The vendor hall took me 2 complete days to get through. Like, just walking. Like, with food and my other little events I did, 2 days to get through. It's huge. But yeah, it's massive. If you zoom in on the Indiana Convention Center on Google Maps, you can see how big it is. It's a massive complex. It's one of the largest convention centers I've ever been to, and they fill it. Well, you did get the Newt. That's a prestigious button to hit every hour. I actually found cotton out here in the forest, so I know where it is now. I found 1 bush of it. It's out here in this forest. The problem is I need a sickle to harvest it, and I didn't know that, so I didn't build a sickle before I left town. So now I get to run back to town to craft a sickle, so I can come back out here and get my cotton. Why, you should get your birthday present here? Honestly, me actually getting to the vendor hall this year will just depend on how much time I have, to be completely honest with you, because I already have... It's not even the week of the event yet, and I already have 4 playtests and interviews lined up, plus a charity event. So, plus every night I've got people who actually want to play board games with me, so like... And the vendor hall is only open from 10 to 6, I think. Which is when the people want to do interviews with. So I might not even get a chance to get in the vendor hall and actually do any actual shopping. Well, you have Phil. Soft squishy things. You have Phil. Alright, so let's craft... Can we craft something here? Blacksmith? Sickle. Here we are. Stone and wood. I have both of those in my chest. I'll show that again. Okay, stone. Wood. Stone. You could use a Diablo 2 portal to get back to town, yeah. I wish. God, I hope Blizzard was not teasing us when they said they were going to revamp Diablo 2. I know they've already announced that they're revamping StarCraft 1, but I hope they weren't teasing us when they said they were going to do Diablo 2. That game was amazing. That game is amazing. Alright, let's put that there. Let's put that there. Let's go down here to the leather person and see if I can... What I can do with this leather. Simple cloth. Okay, that's cotton. Okay. What we need to get... Leather. Here's the leather guy. Stiff leather. Wait, no, go back to... Talk to me. Thin leather. Rugged. So what's scraps of hide for? Advanced material used for crafting. It can be crafted from a base material. Base material is rugged leather. Hide used for crafting can be changed to a better material. Thin hide needs use crafting. It can be changed. What? All right, I guess I don't need to talk to that guy. That's the lumber mill. Yeah, well, they've got the regular convention food, folks. But they also, at least in the previous years, what they've done is at lunchtime and dinner time, they've got about 20 food trucks that roll in on the streets outside, and they shut down the streets. And for lunchtime and dinner time, you've got 20 food trucks to choose from. So... Bitter Klinger, how you doing tonight? Welcome to my MMORPG sponsored stream, my friend. Welcome. Hope you're having. I hope you've had a good week. It's almost over, right? Almost over. I need a lot of cotton. It looks like. How do I? I want to know how to convert this. Does it tell me here? Low quality hide used for crafting is too weak to be transmutated. Well, at least we know that, so we can't really do much with hide. So I wonder if there's like bigger animals out there in the forest that we can use to get bigger hide from. It's been a crap week for me, but yes, it's almost over. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm glad you're choosing to spend your evening with us here. For those of you who, oh, no, we don't go that way. For those of you who missed my first introduction, I will give you another one here. My name's Davram, from Davram Gaming. I am a broadcaster on Mixer.com, which is Microsoft and Xbox's streaming platform. My link to my channel is in the video title above you, Mixer.com/Davram. That is where I broadcast nearly every single night and on the weekends. I also have a variety of other content on YouTube. You can search for Davram Gaming. VidMe, you can search for Davram Gaming. And SoundCloud, you can search for Davram Gaming. Soon to be on iTunes. Those are where you can find me if you enjoy your content here. Well, I do play a variety of games focused on a lot of massive multiplayer games. Currently, I'm playing Minecraft on Monday. Tuesday, for MMORPG, I'm playing Trove. This particular stream, I kind of switch it up. Thursday is kind of a variety MMO stream. And, yeah. It's, protected from looting. Oh, rugged hide from snakes. Okay. Oh my god. This snake actually has, like... Shit. It actually can do some damage. Okay. Mixer's your favorite streaming platform as a viewer? Mine too. Why are you on YouTube then? Come join the party. One of us. One of us. One Alright, so there are bigger animals over here. Okay. Good to know. And we need a lot of cotton, so this is good. Come join the dark side of the Force. Because you can watch YouTube on any device in your home? Oh, that's fair. What is this? Chestnut logs? Oh. My toaster has YouTube. Are you serious? You have one of those awesome connected houses that has like everything that has YouTube? That's pretty sweet. I'm watching toast. Toast. While I'm watching YouTube. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, man. I'm like I said, I broadcast nearly every single day, so if Mixer is your jam, definitely come by and drop a follow and say hello. We're playing Fortnite on Friday. And with that being said, I am going to be giving away a copy of Fortnite on Friday. PC version. So, if Fortnite is a game that you would like to play, it's going to be a follower giveaway over here on Mixer. So make sure if you are interested in Fortnite, you come by and say hello. That's fair. I mean, technically, I can get Mixer on any screen as well. I just have to, like, use my iPhone and do Apple TV. Novice Sickle. Okay, I can't get Flux yet. Good to know. Chestnut logs. Can't get that yet. Oh, snake. I want to see what this does. Oh, it's a charge up. And there's the shoe. Oh, that does some damage. All right. That does some damage. At least we know where we get a rugged hide now. Maybe I should have brought my ox out here. How much stuff we got? Oh, we're getting a good amount of stuff here. Holy crap, this dude's killing some big-ass frogs. So, baby doll, how are those balefire wings treating you? This song reminds me of the X-Men theme song. God, I want YouTube on a toaster. Now you've given me idea. Like, you can already get, like, YouTube and stuff on, like, your fridge. Yeah, I want it on my toaster. Oh, you jerk. These frogs are nasty, man. Thin hide. Can I harvest it? Novice skinning knife. Okay, so we need to upgrade our knife. We need to start upgrading to novice from beginning. Bum 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 bum. We're at 104 weight, 106 weight. We're gonna have to head back soon. We're gonna start really slowing down. I guess I can just fight in range of my horse. My horse is not weighed down yet. Okay. I do want to see how healing is in this game. I love healing, so I'm curious if how good healing is in this game. What's that? A plant creature. Oh, can I? Oh, someone left their rugged hide here. Yes, yes, yes. Really hoping that the support staff for Elite Dangerous gets back to me because I really want to show everyone that game. It looks so cool. Looks so cool. It's like a mix between like No Man's Sky and EVE Online. Oh my god, it looks so good. Can't wait. Uh, 900 and... He almost has as much health as I do. I'm not going to touch him. I'm killing things with like 400 health. Oh, that's rough logs. We don't need that. We don't need that. Alright, we're at 33% weight while we're on our horse, so we can do a little bit more here. Fight it? Yeah, Gavin, yeah. I don't want to die today. I don't even have. I mean, I've got my founder's armor, but it's like, I mean, it's pretty good, but it's not bad. I feel like my outfit does not match what I'm doing here. It's like very noble. I feel like it should be a little more battle magey. I feel like that's more accurate to what we're doing. Alright, I think we've got enough stuff, so let's start thinking about heading back to town. Start getting some of these quests done here. This way. Oh, God. Here, kill these. They're all yours. Merry Christmas. Or not. Fine. Fine. I didn't want you to kill them anyways. Okay. Alright, simple cloth. Ugh. Gil, how you doing, my friend? How you doing, Gil? Hey, we tried to find your statue the other night, and we failed. Oh my god, there's cotton right here in the village. Well. That's a thing. Leather dude. Yeah, I know, I'm overloaded. Leather dude. I need stiff leather. It's stiff. Alright. Alright, let's go try to make our crap now. Bart, I couldn't even find the labyrinth. We found the old, hub. And I thought we were onto it there, but we were not. We were not onto it. Alright, so we need to build this. Okay. We need to build, what else did the quest say? A novice chest piece. And a novice helmet. And novice boots. Done. Give me my horse back. And we get some reward. Speak to the royal soldier James in the swamp outpost. Hello, James. Collect 150 silver from heretics. Return to him. Okay. Okay, so let's look at this armor here. It's definitely not going to be as good as the stuff we're wearing. I want to change up this armor a little bit. Balanced mind increases your damage and healing power. Yep. What are these boots? Are these boots pretty much... Oh, what does this one give? Invisibility. I want those. What does my helmet give? Force field. That's dug to max depth. Shit. Yeah, I don't have that. What does this give me? This just gives me force field. Put that on. Anything special on these? No. Alright, so I want invisibility. I want energy regain and balanced mind. Balance mind. That doesn't give me anything. We already selected our abilities for that. Alright. Sweet. Okay, so let's put this stuff away. Wait, is this the novice stuff? Yeah, I don't want that. What is this? That's the novice shit. I don't need any of these. Make those go away. Alright. Alright, so I want to find out what I need. Wait, how much other equipment do I have? Let's put some of this stuff away in our crafting area. So cotton, wood, metal, stupid sword, leather, cloth. Let's keep it organized. Okay, so, what do you do? Alright. Nothing I care about. What do you do? We need novice stuff. Bronze bar and chestnut planks to make the... Oh, that's the journeyman stuff. Okay. So, novice stuff. Let's upgrade all our tools. We need copper and birch planks. Okay. So, let's grab those. Copper, which we have a crap ton of, and birch planks, which we don't have a whole lot of. Those are rough logs. Well, we can make a couple, probably. So, let's get the most important ones here. So novice, let's build this. Wait, pickaxe, yeah, so that way we can get 10. Novice sickle, can we make any of the other ones? No, we can't. Okay, so we've got a novice pickaxe now. What else do you do here? What do you say you do here, sir? Pop quiz. What is your favorite D&D class? What is your favorite role in MMORPGs? Winter. My favorite D&D class is the Warlock. We're talking 5th edition, which I am. And my favorite role in MMORPGs is a healer. Can I just get rid of this? I just want to get rid of all this shit. I don't need it. So let's go back to the forest because we need more birch wood. Yeah, I and mostly every game that I play, I usually play some sort of support role. So healer, tank. D&D is a little different because, and it also depends. Like I've played a cleric in D&D, I enjoy that. I've played a bard and enjoyed that. Like, but in general, like I create a character that, and part of it is role playing, right? I create a character, I create a story with him. Like I don't just build a character and say, okay, this is the dude that I'm playing. Like I actually take the time to write a story about him. And the reason I say Warlock is that's been the best story that I've written. And the most fun that I've had role playing someone, so that's what I've done. Yeah, Paladin is a really great class as well. I like the Warlord in 5th edition. That's a pretty cool class. Favorite MMORPG is role as a DPS. I mean, it's a very important role. The problem is, in a lot of games, it requires you to be very good at rotations, like predefined rotations, and I am not good at predefined rotations. I like to make shit up as I go. Yep. Yeah, my Warlock was a very interesting person. Never played 4th or 5th. I started on 3.5, and I played 3.5 for a very long time. I have had all the Splat books and stuff like that on PDF. I didn't buy them. I got them all on PDF. But no, I enjoy 5th because 4th was junk. If you've never played, if you play D&D, don't play 4th ever. Just avoid it. It will make you hate D&D. Hence why it wasn't around for that long. Or it's still around, but hence why it wasn't pushed that long. Now that they've got 5th edition out, it's so much better, and that's just because it mixes, like, the simplicity of 4, but the customization of 3.5 and some features of 2. So there's a lot of great things to do in 5th edition. It's an amazing thing. I think 5th edition is going to be around with us probably as long as 3.5 was, which was a long time. And the other nice part about 5th edition is, as I was talking about this earlier, it's really made it more friendly to actually play, because one of the biggest challenges in Dungeons and Dragons is finding a DM that's comfortable creating a storyline and doesn't get, you know, hung up if something doesn't go as planned. 5th edition, most of their add-on books are all Dungeon Master adventures. So the Dungeon Master doesn't have to craft the story, they just have to follow along in the book. You can still divert in your different paths that you might want to take things on, but the core story is already there for you, so you don't really have to worry about someone who's just kind of crazy. Oh yeah, easily a decade more. I have unfortunately not had the opportunity to play Pathfinder, though I've heard amazing things about it, and a lot of people like it. I have not had the opportunity to play it. I would like to. Yeah, it's gonna be a good ride. I'm looking forward to playing. What was really cool about 5th edition is I was actually at Gen Con the year they released 5th edition. So I actually had all the starting 5th edition books before they ever hit stores. It was so cool. Like, I felt so awesome. Good GMs are rare, and that's what makes things very difficult to get a group going, because if you can't find someone who's comfortable being a DM, then you're not going to be able to easily, you know, get a group going, because that's critical to your group. 5th edition makes it amazing, so anyone can DM. If you want to DM, you can do it in 5th edition. Oh, there's a healer. That's fine. We'll just burn through this guy. I think we can do more damage. No. Alright, now it's your turn. Healer. Yeah. It almost gets to the point when you're looking for a new DM, someone's like, I can DM, and then you're like, go through like an in-depth interview process. If a player does this, what do you do? What is your concept? Blah, blah, blah. And it's... they're just like, like, I want to enjoy my D&D experience. So I want to make sure a DM can actually, you know, handle the group. Because some groups, especially veteran groups, they can think of some really cool, fun things. And things that can really trip up DMs. Really trip them up. You want a DM that can really think on their feet. Lost many hours of sleep over D&D? Absolutely. I'll never forget one of the first times I played D&D in 3.5. We had a fantastic GM. Unfortunately, he moved away. Well, fortunate for him, he's got a family now and everything like that, but he moved away, so we couldn't play. He wasn't our DM, and no one else felt comfortable DMing in 3.5, and we all learned that 4 was crap. So I remember one of the first times I played 3.5, we encountered this like orc camp, or these orcs in this dungeon, and my buddy played this he role played very well a really stupid barbarian. Or no, sorry, we came across kobolds, and he played a really stupid half-orc.
Incoming transmission. Comlink established.
Bitter Klinger, thank you very much for punching down that follow button. Thank you for coming over here. Welcome to the Davram Gaming Corps, Cadet. And we were fighting kobolds, and these kobolds were like running towards like the back of this room, and they went through this door, and he was this dumb half orc, and he asked the DM, he's like, "How much damage does a door do?" And the DM's like, "What?" He's like, "How much damage does this door do?" And the DM looked through the books, and we figured out the weight of the door and all that funny calculations. And he literally takes his body, grabs a hold of like the handle of the door, and just pushes through it like with a bull rush, and smashes like 3 kobolds and kills them with the damage of this door. It was one of the most glorious things I've ever seen. It was so good. But like with you know, a novice GM or DM or someone who doesn't know what they're doing, they couldn't have they would have been like, "What do you mean damages the door? I don't understand. Like, what you know?" They get tripped up, and they wouldn't know what to do, and it just would be a bad experience. But he just went with it. He's like, "Yeah, you're a big freaking half orc in a kobold dungeon. Clearly, kobolds aren't that smart. They probably didn't build this door very well. You could easily, with your strength, just bust it down and use it as a weapon. Why not?" We did it. We smashed some kobolds. It was amazing. That same DM, though, I'll tell you what, he knew the rules of 3.5 inside and out, and he used it to his advantage. He made that when he was a player this one time. He made this wizard, and we encountered a dragon. It was a small dragon. It wasn't a big dragon, you know. It was a young dragon, and he shot it with a fireball. The dragon didn't die, but it was damaged. It was hurt enough that it was falling out of the sky. And we were in this forest, and there's this river. We saw it because we were walking through this forest, and there's this river clearing. Think like the Amazon. And we see this dragon up above. He chucks a fireball at him, hits the dragon, damages it enough that it's starting to fall out of the sky. He noticed that the dragon is falling down, and he'll land at the bottom of this waterfall. So he casts grease on himself, or the run speed thing. He casts fly on himself, and proceeds to run and hurl himself off this cliff, and creates a dimensional pocket to catch the dragon. He then used ice spells in the basement of our home, and he froze a living dragon so he could then later somehow figure out how to use its blood or something and, you know, create a dragon minion. But we never got to that point. We kind of ended the story before that. But, like, just the things that we came up with, you know, we just basically turned the basement of our little house into a giant freezer, and we're keeping a small-sized dragon down there. Okay. What are you going to do with it? We don't know. But we have a dragon that we've frozen. Who cares what we're going to do with it? We have one. Also, 3.5, Avard's Black Tentacles, one of the most overpowered spells ever. You want to anger a GM and ruin his campaign? Run a wizard that can cast Avard's Black Tentacles with a really high check. You will ruin a DM's campaign so quickly because you'll just Black Tentacles everything. Oh, a big boss spawns? Yep, can't make that check. It's now encased in whatever. Yeah. Alright, we gotta go back to the garden. You played a elf hating paladin dwarf. Oh god. I didn't have my horse over here today. We're half elf. Oh, that's a channeled spell. Oh boy. I've never died in this game. Let's not start it now. Kind of shenanigans and mischief all the time. Love to cut bowstrings on. That's good. I feel like you're Gimli. No, my warlock, the best character I've ever made was a warlock, and he was a tiefling warlock in 5th edition. And his thing was he was very cocky, but he didn't like unfair fights, right? He liked fair fights where it was basically one-on-one. So he got to prove that he was the best. That's what he liked to do. So like any diplomatic moment, like the bard would try to be really diplomatic with the high charisma, and my warlock would just walk up and be like, I'll fight you one-on-one, and if I win, we get to do whatever we want, and if, you know, you win, we'll leave or whatever. And what he would do is, obviously because he would kill them, but what he would do is, if it was a worthy opponent, right? An opponent that was very difficult. So gross. He had very low charisma. He would actually, when he won and killed whatever he killed, he would cut a piece of them off. So a finger, an ear, take a tooth. He took a bear claw once. And he would add it to this necklace that he wore. Horrible charisma because, you know, rotting parts around your neck. But I'll never forget we encountered a very holy shrine to paladins. And these paladins were not happy that I was there because, you know, I had body parts hanging around my neck, so the paladin was not going to be happy with me there. So I challenged him to a duel, and I said if I win, I wouldn't kill him, but I said if I won, we got to camp there for the night, and if they won, we would leave. Well, I won, so we got to camp there for the night. The paladins proceeded to come back, not the leader, but the other paladins proceeded to come back because they really didn't like me. So they went against their leader's orders, came back at night to try to kill us. I proceeded to wipe the floor with them, cut them open, and use their blood to write like warlock runes all over the shrine. Needless to say, my character then had a bounty on his head for the rest of the campaign from this paladin guild. They did not like me. But I won fair and square. I feel it was fair that I did that. Acquire 1 royal horse token from the market. And what did it say? And deliver the items to the royal commander Flynn. Did I get my horse token? Where's my horse token? Take that. And the commander is over here. Yeah, he was definitely my favorite character to roleplay. It was a lot of fun. I did some crazy stuff, needless to say. All right, let's put this Let's put the ass in the chest with my other things. Have we done all the quests here? Like, I feel like... Alright, we have it, looks like. Okay, so, how much... We've got a whole bunch of birch logs. Let's go to the lumber mill and turn those into planks so we can build some more weaponry. Or, some more... stuffs. First edition, man. That's crazy. It's awesome. Oh, I know. When you have one of those amazing GMs, or DMs, it hurts to go to other DMs because you know what an amazing DM is like. And it hurts to go to another one because you're like, I know what an amazing DM is, you know? I know the feels on that. I know, because I did have an amazing DM when I first started as well. I just kind of... I love Dungeons and Dragons so much that I just kind of... Whenever I have a decent or even a sub-decent DM, I'm just kind of like, okay. They're trying. They're doing an okay job. I've had better, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to try really hard not to, you know, but yeah, I agree. It's very difficult. Phil would be a good DM. He would. He's very creative, thinks on his feet. Phil has a dungeon already? Well, I mean, what Phil has in his basement is not my concern. Like to have a great paper and pen club. Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, they reach out to when Gen Con's getting going. That one thing they do is they make sure they reach out and find a lot of high quality DMs to make sure their Dungeons and Dragons area is good. Like they actually had when they released 5th edition, they actually had Wizards of the Coast find the DMs because they wanted 5th edition to be like the shit. And it was. Oh, absolutely. And that's another thing that can destroy a good story too. Like if you have a good story and you've got players who don't give a shit about their character story, it can 100% ruin your play. It can be very frustrating. Absolutely. Okay, let's make one of these, and one of these, and one of these. Okay, so let's see here. Novice, 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 and we need a hammer. Alright, so now we've got all of our tools. We can get rid of this, and this, and this. So now we have all of our tools. Okay, excellent. So the next thing would be upgrading them to Journeyman, which I'm kind of scared to click on that. Leather, cloth, wood. Game library consists of over 100 games, but oh, that's awesome. We've got a couple nice game like coffee clubs and bars here in where I'm from, in Ohio, and not anything that large, but pretty close. So Bitter, I honestly, this is my first playthrough since the launch. I beta tested it, but only up for a little bit. I'm not 100% sure. I know there's a lot. I know there's PvP. I know there's like dungeons and stuff. This is the newbie area. This is the starting city. I wonder what this does. Expeditions, Journeyman's individual expeditions, tier 3, 1 player. Average power. What's my destroy? Destiny board unlocked during upon completion. I don't know what my character's power is. Stop drinking from green things? Why? It's fun. Look, my head's gone. Yeah, I'm anxious to see what the bigger part of this game is, to be honest with you, Bitter. I enjoyed the game in beta. I just didn't get very far in it because I had other stuff I was doing. Bum, bum, bum. Can't stream anymore. Everyone can stream. Okay, so now we can get 10. So let's go out there and get 10. That would be a good idea. We can make bronze. Now, I just now thought of this. Bitter, are you thinking of Albion Online or Black Desert Online? Oh, headset broke. That's why I don't use a headset other than these earphones, which I don't need. I've got my amplifier here that actually have 2 speakers right there, so if I wanted to, I don't have to wear this. It's just easier. I can hear things a lot better in these than I can out of these speakers. But I don't want to turn them up so loud that they'll interfere with the microphone. Alright, so we're out here in the world. Let's find some tin. Let's go adventuring. Mars 2014, that sounds cool. Yeah, I'm pretty familiar with BDO too. I don't have that many hours played, but I think I have 2 like level 50 characters, which is not that hard to do. It's just not my style of game. There's not enough for me to do high end. Not enough for me to do. That was my biggest complaint about BDO is it just doesn't have enough to do. Like, it's like when you get high level, it's like, would you like to PvP or grind more? And that was my biggest thing. Yeah, PvE is not challenging at all in that game. If people think it's challenging, no, it's not. Not at all. Is that from Mars 2014 there, Gil? That you're talking about? Why are you telling me that my CPU usage is high? It's only 70%. Gotcha. It's nice when a game is in development and you know the devs are actually listening to the player feedback. Like, I thought this game was excellent in beta, and that's why I, you know, got the Founders Pack for it. One, because I like cool things that no one else gets, but I really did believe in this game. You know, unfortunately, there's been other games that have popped up. Oh, lots of heretics here. Let's clear this camp out. Journeyman Mage. The other thing I like about this game is it's got kind of the Guild Wars style, where you can change your weapon and you change what class you are. So right now you can change all your weapons. The way you get abilities in this game is your weapons and armor. So depending on what weapons and armor you have on determines what your abilities are. So like you can totally change. You can basically build your own class in this game. Yeah, I haven't really looked at any of the reviews or anything. Obviously, there's a lot of people down here on the chat playing. I don't know what their community is currently at. I would like to see kind of what the high-end game is. It's definitely not a game that I'm going to be streaming all the time, just because I just don't see it as something that I'll play all the time. You know, but it's definitely a fun game to, especially on MMORPG nights, my Tuesday and Thursday nights. I kind of like to play a variety of MMO games just to give people a taste of them. Yeah, Albion kind of did fall through from all the other games coming up. I want to see, you know, I've got Destiny 2 on the horizon to play. What else do I have on the horizon to play? Obviously, I'm going to be getting an Xbox at some point this year when the One X comes out. So that's going to open up more Trove, more Minecraft on the Xbox. It's going to open up You know, a whole bunch of Xbox games that I didn't have access to before. So yeah. I just like to put out a variety of content. Right now, the main game that I've been focusing on is Fortnite, because I think that is a fantastic game. I think Fortnite is one of the better games that has come out this year. It was well done. Well done. That guy's guild's from WoW. Booty Bay Bandits. Destiny 2 is one of those, just like mini games, it's not for everyone. I never got to play Destiny 1 because I never had an Xbox. So I'm excited to play Destiny 2 because I hear, and this does kind of disappoint me, and it's probably a little disappointing for Destiny players too. According to a lot of people I've talked to that did play Destiny 1, there's not a whole lot of difference between Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 as far as overall gameplay and stuff like that. But then again, we've only seen the beta. You know, we've only seen the beta, so we don't know exactly what they've got. Oh, excuse me. Oh. But behind the scenes, right? We don't know what else they've got to do, but a lot of people are kind of complaining right off the bat is it's not much different. But for me, I never played Destiny 1, so I want to play Destiny 2. I hear good things about The Division. One of my favorite broadcasters here on Mixer, Cranky Canuck, plays Division. He doesn't play it a whole lot on stream, but he plays it off stream, and he does a talk show. He's a talk show host, so you know, he talks about it, but he doesn't play a whole lot of games on stream because he is a talk show host. The morning show with Cranky Canuck. The power of coffee, as he tells it. Great broadcaster though, a lot of fun. Current version of The Division. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, it seems like a lot of the content out there right now is, well, it's still revolved around League of Legends because League of Legends is so big, but a lot of it is PUBG, and you know, if you give me the choice between PUBG and Fortnite, I'll play Fortnite anytime. I think PUBG is okay. I don't own it, but watching it, I'm just like, I mean, some people love it, and it's entertaining to watch sometimes, right? But in general, I think it's just it's the market, the streaming market right now is so saturated with PUBG. Yeah, one of my biggest upsetting moments about Destiny actually came this week. So at E3, Destiny talked about Blizzard, the partnership with Blizzard, to host Destiny 2. So I was like, oh, so Blizzard's going to be hosting the servers for Destiny 2, Battle.net with the chat. You know, you pre-order Destiny 2 with Blizzard, and I'm like, this is going to be great. Because that was one of the biggest issues that I read and heard about Destiny 1 was server stability. Because it was peer-to-peer. Well, they released a press release here recently and basically said, oh, sorry for the misconception. Blizzard's handling like the download and the Battle.net and chat and the voice, which was another big issue in the first one. But it's still going to be peer-to-peer playing. And that's... ew. You're correct. You're correct, Bitter. The other thing that I have issues with, and this is especially with H1Z1, PUBG has yet to prove to me that they're going to not be an H1Z1. Don't be in early access beta and alpha for years. Just saying. Just saying. I will not purchase or play PUBG until they are no longer in early access. They released in-game microtransactions before they brought it out of early access, right? They haven't announced when they're going to bring it out of early access, and I refuse to play it and or purchase it until they're out of early access, because I am not going to fund a game that's going to remain in beta forever. That's not part of a development cycle, right? Alpha, beta, release. Get it out there. I will not support H1Z1. Period. I don't care how awesome and polished it is. I don't care if it's the greatest game on earth. If you stay in alpha, beta, early access, I will not support your game. Beta, alpha, release. Give me a release date. Microtransactions when they're still in early access growth. Now, it's a great game for a lot of people. Like I said, I like watching it. I like seeing the goofy little bugs that they have. It's kind of funny. But in the same regards, if I'm going to play a game, I want to know that my money is not going to go to a money grab, and it's actually going to stick around, and it's not going to just be like, oh, sorry, we were in early access, and now we've elected to stop, work on the game. Release it. I think PUBG will become an official release game once it hits the Xbox. I think that is going to be the deciding factor. Is it successful on the Xbox? It will be. It will be a huge success on the Xbox. But they released microtransactions, and what? End of last week, they released first person. First person kind of excites me. But I'm like, why are you releasing all these new features and still considering yourself in early access? Like, come on. Come on. Get with the program. Get with a proper dev cycle. I've worked with software companies long enough. Alpha, beta, release. Yeah, Just Plasmic, man. Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. I know a lot of people, even a lot of people who, they're console gamers, console content creators, but they want to do PUBG because they enjoy that game. So they play it on their PC. For you, unfortunately, you can't play it on your PC, but and they're just excited to be able to play that game on console. It's going to be fantastic for the growth of that game. I just want to see them go from alpha, beta, release. I want to see that release date. I want it to come out. I don't want them to release more big features like first person and microtransactions without giving me a release date. I would love to buy that game. I would love to buy it. I have a lot of people, a lot of content creators on Mixer, a lot of friends that play the game and love it. I would love to enjoy them. I just refuse to support a game that will not leave early access. Yep, you're absolutely right. I think Black Desert Online, and I know that wasn't part of your list, I think Black Desert Online would have been much more successful if they started in the United States and not in Asia. But PUBG might be a game that I buy on Xbox and not buy it on PC. To be 100% honest with you. I might do that. I don't know. 30 seconds till I can loot that. Oh my god. We're so encumbered. By the way, Just Plasmic, thank you for tuning in to the MMORPG sites, man. Thank you very much. Watching my sponsored stream on their channels. If you're interested in my content, if you think it's something you would like to see, I do broadcast nearly every day, not on their channels, but on mixer.com/Davram, which you can get on your Xbox app. So if you are interested, if you're having a good time, by all means, pop over to my channel on Mixer and join the party over here. We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you. Actually, a couple of my friends that are huge Xbox fans, they come and join me on my Shooter Sundays, and they play PC, and I just can't wait until I can actually play with them on Xbox, because like they come and play on PC because I don't have an Xbox, and it's very nice of them to do so. But Shooter Sundays, once I get an Xbox, will definitely have that part of it. Yeah, I got it. It's in the video title, but I'll send you a link. Just Plasmatic. Yeah, it's I don't really want to call it the new Twitch because it's a streaming platform, and that's really the only thing that it has unique or has the same as Twitch. That's really the only thing. But it's its own entity. It's owned by Microsoft. It's ran by the Xbox. Ran by the Xbox brand. It's part of the Xbox brand. And if you're on the Xbox, you can actually scroll over on the main homepage, and there's actually a whole page dedicated to Mixer. And the nice thing about it being an Xbox platform or an Xbox product is that it has a one-touch go live. So if you are someone who's interested in streaming and you have an Xbox, you just go to the Mixer tab and just say go live, and you will start broadcasting to Mixer if your internet's good. Yeah, no, I agree with you, Gil, 100%. And it's one of those things that if they can't see that PUBG is a success by now, what's their requirement for success? Because if they can't see that PUBG is a complete dynamite blow out of the water success, I don't know what they're considering a success. So why continue to release content for an early access when clearly you have created one of the next best games out there? Just Plasmatic, let me know if that link came through to you. Also, if you are on your Xbox, my friend, you just have to go to the Mixer app and you can search for me there too. On your Xbox. I don't know if you're on Xbox or PC. See, Gil, that is why I do not, unless I get a release date, will not buy early access. Unless I get a release date. And so a lot of people are like, well, you don't get a release date with Fortnite. Yeah, I do. Because they've stated that they're going to release the game free to play in 2018. They've given me a timeline. Just Plasmatic, thank you very much for coming over here, buddy. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. We are a new streaming platform that hasn't been around for that long, but we are mighty, we're growing, and we offer some really awesome features that other platforms don't offer yet. Including the fact that you nearly have instantaneous chat with me. When you say something, I see it. Well, if I'm looking over there. Early access is abused for many reasons. You're absolutely right, Gil. 100%. There's a lot of flax here, and I'm freaking in love with it. Look at all this stuff, guys. This is amazing. I'm really interested in Darkest Dungeons. I need to look into that a little bit more. I've heard good things about that game. It's definitely a buyer beware. Yep. Definitely. I need to look into that game. I've heard great things about that game. Great things. Great things. Terrible things. Great. You don't know what movie that's from, I'm too old. Really fun winter? Excellent. You're making a scrapbook of me? Oh god. No one wants to see that. Harry Potter, there it is. Nice job, Bitter. He did great things. Terrible things. But great things. This is a lot of flax. I've seen every fantasy movie ever made, good, bad, or ugly. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I will tear up from... I was in your wedding, I know. I know. Yeah, I didn't play Banner Saga 1. I'm an affiliate with IndieBox, and so IndieBox sends me the code for whatever game that's coming in their box each month. And then I play it. That's what I'm doing my episodic stuff on YouTube and VidMe. So we're playing through 20, 30-minute episodes of Banner Saga 2. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's teaching me a lot about YouTube content, I'll tell you that. And so I'm anxious to see what the August one is, because we'll line that up right after Banner Saga 2 and just keep going. I love the art in Banner Saga 2. It's almost like I'm in a book, like in a picture book. But they do a really good job of making some of the pictures have like a little animation to them. And then the tabletop style D&D movement initiative style combat is really cool. Have you heard from Cloud? Cloud? As in Final Fantasy? I don't know who Cloud is. Should I know who Cloud is? Should I know who Cloud is? Turn-based combat is my bag. Normally, I don't like turn-based combat. I enjoyed watching people play. I can't even remember the game anymore. I enjoyed watching people play the turn-based game. Baldur's Gate. I enjoyed watching that, and I enjoyed the story. I couldn't play it. The pause-based stuff is awful. But yes, the art is stellar. Love it. The art is amazing. And I've been trying to give characters voices, because when I do my YouTube content, you don't see me, you just see the game. And I've been trying to give each character a unique voice, failing, but I'm getting better at it. XCOM was okay. I played that a little bit. Baldur's Gate is the one I was actually thinking. Holy crap, is this Flax really respawning this quickly? Pit People. never played Pit People. Yeah, my favorite was Baldur's Gate 2 with Minsk and Boo, the intergalactic space hamster. It was so annoying. It was such a trolly character for players, because you always had to keep a space in Minsk's active inventory for Boo. You couldn't take Boo out because Boo was his companion. Boo always had to be there. So a part of Minsk's inventory would always had to be Boo. So it was the ultimate troll for gamers, because they're like, I just want to give Minsk something cool in that spot, but you can't because Boo's there. Yeah, go for the eyes, Boo! Go for the eyes! Run, Boo! Run! Oh, I loved Minsk! But that was like... The makers of Baldur's Gate were basically like, we're going to give you probably one of the greatest personality characters in this style of game. Like, maybe... He had one of the greatest personalities in a game that had a voice and everything. And then they're like, we're going to troll you because we're going to give him a hamster. And he's going to be absolutely obsessed with his hamster. And he's going to be part of your inventory. And you can't move him. You can't put a ring or a shield or anything in that inventory spot, because that's Boo's home. And you can't take Boo away. He doesn't give you stats. He's just a wasted little gray piece of common loot that sits there and does nothing except add to the personality of Minsk. Oh, I love Castle Crashers. I haven't played Castle Crashers in a long time. Ooh. Oh, I love Castle Crashers. You called for a troll. Yes, yes, the coward fighter you add early on. Like, they were, like, for example, they're, unfortunately, and this is nothing against you awesome Xbox users out there, but when they launched the Mixer app for Xbox, we started to get all these children tuning into our streams and just coming in and saying just dumb stuff, and, you know, eventually they're going to get their Xbox account banned because they're banned on Mixer, and, well, guess what? Same brand. It's going to happen. But what I find is funny is all these little children who come in and think they're cute by, you know, calling the streamer names or making fun of them or whatever, which doesn't affect the streamer at all. We don't really give a shit. But what I find hilarious about it is they think they're trolls. No. The good trolls, like myself, are hard to find nowadays. Like, I want to buy a good troll. And I'll tell you what, the makers of Boulder Gate, they were good trolls. Because they put things in your inventory and put people in your party that you absolutely couldn't stand but couldn't do anything about it. Turn-based game, but it's hilarious. I'll have to look at it. Yeah, exactly. Hey, you're white. Troll. Yeah. What was it? Someone came in the other day and they're like, some child from Xbox came in the other day and is like, oh my god, your face looks like pizza. And I'm like, I bet you love pizza because pizza tastes good, and if you don't like pizza, you're not American. And he's like, I like pizza. And I'm like, well, then you like my face since you said it looks like pizza. And it was just like, really? Like, you tried to insult me, right? No shit, I've got really bad skin. I've had it all my life. It's been a very painful experience for me. I don't really care what you think about it. You're sitting here staring at my face. You didn't have to tune in. There's a little preview. You didn't have to tune in. But you tuned in to make yourself look like a dumbass. And I just turned it around on you and you're like, blink, 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 blink. You didn't get offended. Well, I don't have a follow-up to that. Gunner glasses? No, they're actually not Gunner glasses. They have the same tinting as Gunners, but Gunner has a trademarked manufacturing process. These are actually from your normal optometrist, your normal eye doctor. You can say that you would like your glasses tinted with the Gunner the Gunner tint. It's the same color as Hunter's glasses, right? And the anti-reflective. It's not the actual color and anti-reflective, not trademarked. It's the curvature and the way they make their lenses. That's the trademark piece, and that's what you pay for with Gunners. But no, these are just normal optometrist glasses. You can get it anytime. I'm not white. I'm invisible. Yeah, pretty much. What else did I miss? Children? Like when I say World of Warcraft was the first MMO ever, oh my god, those people bother me. So, I will show my age here a little bit. The first MMO that I ever played was EverQuest. And I will still stand by, and it's a very hard question for a gamer to answer. Of what is your favorite game? I don't have to think twice about it. What is my favorite game of all time? EverQuest. Period. End of story. My favorite game of all time. I still have an active sub. My sub has been active since that game has launched in 1999. I beta tested it in 98. But my sub has been active since it was officially launched in 1999. I've played it. I still play it every so often. RuneScape, very good. Came out after EverQuest, actually, though. EverQuest had better graphics than RuneScape when it first came out. EverQuest graphics blew the market off. People were like, "What?" My first MMO was Ultima Online. Yeah, my first MMO was Ultima Online. You're right, MUDs were kind of the true first MMO. You're right. You're right about that. But they're not MMORPGs, right? It kind of, yeah. Just a game in general, yeah. Oh, Terraria and stuff like that. Yeah, MUDs were the first real MMO. You're right. You're right. EverQuest was called the graphical MUD. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. Baby Doll, EverQuest was really the very first MMORPG that made that particular genre, right? We had Ultima Online, which was a great game. I put a lot of hours into Ultima Online. But it wasn't until EverQuest came out with a very smooth movement, this concept of grouping, this concept of raiding, and stuff like that. EverQuest, I call it the father of the MMORPG, and Ultima Online is the grandfather of MMORPGs. If EverQuest didn't happen, I don't know how long... Well, RuneScape obviously came out soon after, but if EverQuest kind of opened that door of this open world, multifaceted MMORPG concept. Yes, that is 100% correct. UO was client side, EverQuest was the first server side. Yep. EverQuest was not a permadeath game, no. Neither was Ultima Online. Nope. Neither of them were. Now, when you died in EverQuest, you didn't want to die because the experience loss you had was ridiculous. Not to mention all your gear, just like in Ultima Online. People in Ultima Online could take your stuff when you died. EverQuest was a little bit wasn't like that because the gear was very hard to get. But your gear stayed on your body wherever it was. So you were naked to get back to your body. Very difficult. Yeah, UO with, what was that called? Second Dawn, Second Age? What was that, what was it called when they redid all the graphics and basically re-released that game? Which is what I love about now WoW players. WoW was a great game. I played WoW for many years. I just recently, actually, I beta tested WoW. And I beta tested so many MMOs. Like, I wish I had like an award for how many MMOs I've beta tested over the years. But I beta tested WoW, and I played WoW up until probably a month ago when I finally canceled my subscription. But I had an active WoW subscription for a long time. Great game. I love Blizzard. I love the storyline. I mean, even in my channel description here on Mixer, it says I'm a Blizzard fanboy, and that's 100% accurate. I love Blizzard. I couldn't get behind I loved the storyline in Legion. I just couldn't get behind, what can I do with that? I couldn't get behind the artifact weapon grind. I was so over the artifact weapon grind, it wasn't even funny. Like, I was just so over it. So over it. But what really re-energized my want to play EverQuest was the fact, how do I even respond to this guy? What? This chat scrolls so fast. Yeah, first play through. But beta tested it. Can I like turn some of these channels off because this is really annoying? New tab, whispers. All this shit off. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I always loved the fact that WoW players would complain about dying in WoW. Everyone would get, oh, this is so awful when I die in WoW. Oh, I'm like, go play EverQuest. In WoW, you can make what? Well, nowadays, you can make like level 20 in an hour in WoW. Back when it launched, you made like level 10 in an hour. I'm like, play EverQuest. You make level 10 after like a day of playing. It takes like a month of playing to make max level. Like, come on. Like I said, I still love the storyline. I'm still going to follow WoW and its progression. Still love the storyline, but the fact that the only thing I had left, and it doesn't make for good content on online. The only thing I had left was my artifact weapon. The only thing I had. And I was just like, I can't do this over and over again as a content creator, just farming artifact power. It just doesn't work. Congrats on your rank upgrade to Scrub, baby doll. No! Our batteries are dead. Well, thankfully we don't have that much longer left in this stream, but that's a travesty. Yeah, I was actually, what reinvigorated my love for EverQuest again was, I'm not a huge fan of some of the expansions that they've released recently. They're still releasing new content, obviously, but what I love about what they've done is Daybreak Games is like, oh, everyone wants progression servers, everyone's left our subs to go play Project 1999, which its staff is awful, and its entire... The entire concept of that server is, do you basically give blowjobs to the staff and you get what you want? If you don't, then they don't like you and you don't get anything. We're going to make a progression server. Just like, well, close to what the game was like in 1999 with a couple of the additions you guys like. You got a sub to get access to it. All of a sudden, everyone's like, holy shit, reactivate. Reactivate. And Bitter Klinger just received the rank of Belieber. Bitter rank is a Belieber. Everyone. Oh god, where's my horse? Okay, I want to get my my birch. I don't think we have enough stuff here. Rough woods. Let's just grab everything here. Let's go to the lumber mill, see what we can convert. That person messaged me and then never messaged me back. Oh, here we go. First place is... Oh, cool. It is a Justin Bieber reference. I don't like Justin Bieber. But my first couple ranks are kind of trolley ranks, and just because people are like, I don't want to be a believer. I'm like, I wouldn't want to be a believer either, but guess what? You are. They're very trolley ranks. I have children older than Justin Bieber? Yeah, well. I work with a couple engineers that have worked with Justin Bieber before, and I'll tell you what, he's a dick. He's a spoiled brat and a dick. Okay, what do we need to make this? We need chestnut logs and birch planks. Craft. Wait, what do we need for this? Oh, birch logs. Oh, good God. Alright, well, we can't make it. Oh, no, I don't want to. I need birch. Is there birch down here? Oh, there's birch down here. Oh. Yeah, I'm a scrub. I saw that. Yeah, the cool ranks come. See, so the low ranks, obviously, because you know people tune in for a little bit and then they leave. The cool ranks are later, like once you're a viewer for a bit. The more regular ranks. There's a lot of dicks in the music industry. I've got the opportunity to work with a lot of awesome people in the music industry, in the performance industry. Weird Al Yankovic, amazing person. Alan Parsons, amazing person. REO Speedwagon, amazing group of guys. I've had the opportunity to work with all of them, and great people. Exclamation point core will tell you. CORPS will tell you what your rank is. Can I access this person without crossing over the line? Oh god, I can't. Oh, the weight limit. More birch. Yeah, let these grow a little bit. So how many chestnuts do we have? Chestnuts logs 14. Keep chopping these. Sergeant! You are a sergeant. You are a sergeant. So, hold on, let me open this up. Right, okay, good. Got it. What was I gonna say? Oh, so all you MMO fans out there, what is your guys' take on Chronicles of Illyria? People have been hyping that up in my channel. A couple of my regulars have been hyping that up in the channel. Definitely a game that I want to look into. I want to see how they improve things. In fact, one of the YouTubers that really is one of the primary YouTubers that covers Chronicles of Illyria is DM21 Gaming, and he is here on Mixer. And sometime early September, I'm going to sit down with him on a live stream and do an interview with him, which we'll put up on YouTube and stuff like that. And one of the questions I'm going to ask him about is, what does he feel about Chronicles of Illyria? Why has he taken it upon himself to really make all the content out there aside from the development company on Chronicles of Illyria? Like, what does he see in it? And I want to hear about him. Chronicles of Illyria will never see the light of day. Illyria mud. Yeah, I want to see what happens with it. It seems like a cool concept. There's a lot of things that they need to work on, obviously, before they release it. But I do want to. DM21 Gaming is one of the big YouTubers, now a live streamer on Mixer, that really takes pride in his knowledge and research and understanding of MMOs. Does a lot of great content on it. Right now he's working on No Man's Sky because of the new content patch for that. But he's kind of the go-to guy when it comes to No Man's Sky and MMOs in a lot of aspects. So I'm anxious to see what he sees in it, because I see potential, but I don't see a game that I want right now. Like, there's nothing screaming at me about Chronicles of Illyria that says I have to have that. I have to pre-order it. I have to do this. Like, nothing is screaming at me, and I want him to try to convince me otherwise. It sounds like my opinions about it are the same as your guys's. It potentially has potential, but it could also flop horribly and never see the light of day. Or it can be like Warhammer Online was, and be a freaking amazing game that they never finish, and should have been like the WoW destroyer, but they fucked up. You took the words right out of my mouth, Bitter. So I'm going to go on my EverQuest Next rant real quick. I haven't done one of these in a while. I watched the press release when Sony, before it went to Daybreak Games, when Sony announced EverQuest Next. I hated EverQuest 2. What they did was they tried to put a WoW shell on EverQuest, and it failed. It was awful. I know a lot of people liked it. Some people still play it. Awful, in my opinion. To be under the same name banner as EverQuest. So Sony announces that they're going to bring out the next line of EverQuest, and it's going to be called, oh, they didn't give it a name at the time. They did the nice sand art and the beautiful like cinematics, which they're known for throughout all their game releases. Great art, beautiful art. The sand art thing was cool, telling the story. And then they say EverQuest next. I've got goosebumps, like I'm pumping, like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. And then they show the gameplay. The only rant video. I should do one. Then they show the gameplay. Then they show the gameplay. By the end of the gameplay video, not only was I like, I'm never buying this. I'm never buying this game. But I can't believe yet again they have created a failure of a game to follow the great EverQuest and put the EverQuest title on it. I can't believe they did that. They took Minecraft, threw it in a bag. Guild Wars 2, threw it in a bag. World of Warcraft, threw it in the bag. Put a little tiny pinch of EverQuest in the top, vomited in it, took a shit in it, shook it up, dumped it on the table, and said, there's EverQuest next. Isn't it awesome? Fucking kidding me? That was a piece of trash game. And they hyped it up so big. Like, I was ready. Had they not showed the gameplay video and just did the hype videos and everything like that, you better damn well believe I would have been the first pre-order they would have had, and I would have bought everything. I would have bought the $500 pack if they had it. Then they released the gameplay video, and by God, I'm glad they didn't do it the way I just said to, because I would have been out a lot of money and I would have been pissed off. I can't believe they did that. Yeah, no shit. And then they scrapped it. What I find is funny is Daybreak Games is like, we're not touching that. Hell no, we're not touching that. It was awesome. They're like, nope. You can't pay us enough, Sony, to touch that one. We're buying your products from you. You can't pay us enough to touch that one. That's on you, my friends. That was hilarious. I cracked up when I saw they scrapped that, and I'm like, I don't blame you guys one bit. I won't touch anything that Daybreak Games releases either. But they have done a good job still with EverQuest. The core Sony games, they've done a good job with not only holding their subscriber base, but building it with the new content and stuff. I won't touch like H1Z1 and stuff like that, but in general, they've done a pretty damn good job of holding and building a base there. Really? That's all I got out of all that shit that I just... Oh, God. Can I craft these? You cannot craft Journeyman Axe. You need to unlock the recipe in the Destiny board. Oh, so that's what this thing. Got it. They are honoring the old games, and I give them immense... I mean, come on. How many people out there that played World of Warcraft... And I know there's a lot of you because we've talked about it. How many people out there that's currently hearing my voice, if Blizzard, if you have a canceled WoW subscription, or maybe you're thinking about canceling it, or maybe you have an active subscription, if Blizzard announced that they were going to do legacy servers, taking World of Warcraft back to day one on these servers, you have to be a subscriber to have access to it. Take World of Warcraft back to day one and progression lock it at Wrath of the Lich King. How many of you would resubscribe in a fucking heartbeat to have that? Boom. Boom. Yet they spend all their time, yeah, everyone, in a heartbeat. And Blizzard sits there and they say, oh, we don't want to do legacy servers. We want to focus on new content. Well, guess what? People are, yeah, you've got a huge subscriber base, right? Money is not hurting in the world of Blizzard. Not hurting at all. But here's the thing. If you would give, not a fucking chance. I would rather play on a fucking private server. See, I wouldn't because private servers, Blizzard spends all this time and effort and money to shut down these private servers. What are private servers telling them? That they've got a huge fan base out there that will pay for legacy servers. Even if, let's just say, if they did a legacy server, they've got the code. It's their code. They've got the server space. If they took the time to dump a legacy server, I promise you, on that announcement day, I guarantee you, 50 to 100,000 people would resubscribe to World of Warcraft. Minimum 50 to 100,000 people would resubscribe to World of Warcraft. Because I've seen the private servers, right? I've seen them. 10,000 people online. 5,000, 2,000, here, there, everywhere. Server gets shut down, server gets shut down, server gets shut down. 50 to 100,000 people, I guarantee active subs would resubscribe for legacy servers. Current subs that are canceled or are in the process of canceling, 50 to 100,000 people would resubscribe. Absolutely. WoW legacy server player, because that's when WoW was good. You actually had to be smart about your talents. You could fuck that up. Like, it was challenging. There were things to do. It's not like I could roll my face across the key. Well, unless I played a paladin. I could roll my face across the keyboard and win now. You know? Oh, I wouldn't. Yeah, Gil, I wouldn't. I would play the shit out of that. I loved that. I love that. But for me, they couldn't just say, here's Burning Crusade. Here's Wrath of the Lich King. No. I want it to go back to vanilla WoW. And I want them to leave it in vanilla WoW for a few months, a year. And then do another release event for Burning Crusade. Another release event for Wrath of the Lich King. I don't want it to just be like, here's your legacy server, Wrath of the Lich King. I want to play the progression again. I want to live through that story again. Not just, here's Wrath of the Lich King, walk out the door, right? I want to play all those old raids. I want to go back to Molten Core, right? And actually have that as the premier content again. If they did that better, if they just dropped Wrath of the Lich King Legacy server, I would play. I would resub. But they wouldn't get as many people, I don't think, resubscribing if they just dropped Wrath, right? They would get a large chunk, but I don't think they would get everything if they didn't say, like, we're going to do a progression server that starts at vanilla, it's capped at Wrath of the Lich King, you know, you're vanilla for this long, a year, right? Then you're Burning Crusade for a year, and then your Wrath of the Lich King. That's 3 years of potential 50 to 100,000 subscribers that they would get again to play through that content. That's a lot of money. $15 a month? It's a lot of money. A lot of money. Cataclysm started the end for me. There are things I liked in Cataclysm, there are things I hated in Cataclysm. Right? There was. But, there were things I loved and there are things I didn't like. Cataclysm was the start of the end for me. Start of the end. Oh yeah. It's just like what Daybreak Game did with EverQuest, right? They launched the progression server that's progression locked, right? It's progression locked. So we have vanilla EverQuest right now for, I think, another week. Maybe 2 weeks. And then they're going to do the launch event for Runes of Kunark. And we're going to have Runes of Kunark for 12 weeks. Right? 12 weeks. 3 months. And then we're going to have Scars of Velios for 3 months. And then we're going to have, you know, they're going to go all the way up and lock it, I believe, at Planes of Power. I believe the progression server for EverQuest is guaranteed, I think, 3 years of content of unlocking before it's capped out and ended. Right? Before it's capped out and ended, so. Scars of Velios was the last time you played EverQuest. The last time that I really... I can't even say that, because I liked Lost Dungeons. I liked that kind of stuff. They added some cool things in there that allowed you to do some cool things. I liked the Epic 2.0s because I loved the Epic quests. It was after that that it kind of went downhill for me, but I still played it. There's a reason on my soundboard I have a button that says the greatest sound in gaming history. But yeah, I'm excited. I think my character right now, I haven't been playing a whole lot. I think my enchanter that I just made on the progression server is in his 30s. Level cap doesn't increase with the Runes of Kunark, though. Wait, no, it does. It does. It goes up by 10. It goes up to 60 runes. But it doesn't increase with Velios, so I've got plenty of time. No, it's not the skeletons. Not the skeletons. Here, I'll click it for you. Since we're about to end the stream, I'll click it for you. The greatest sound in gaming history, and I say that because it's a sound that you always wanted to hear, but it took so long to hear it. Greatest sound in gaming history right there. Ding! And then everyone says Congo rats. Alright, guys. It's been a lot of fun tonight. It's been a lot of fun. I want to again take a moment, thank MMORPG for sponsoring me tonight and every Tuesday and Thursday. I want to thank them a lot, and GameSpace. They've both been excellent partners to me. So I super appreciate them. Thank you for all the great conversation across their platforms and mine. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart to each and every one of you. I love what I do, but I can't do it without you. If I was sitting here talking to myself, you know, I enjoy talking to myself, but it is what it is. So I always enjoy when other people are talking. So thank you again. I am Davram from Davram Gaming. I broadcast nearly every single night on mixer.com/Davram. The title is up in the MMORPG rebroadcast. If you enjoyed what you saw tonight, you want to have some more fun with me, I'll be back tomorrow night playing Fortnite and giving away a copy of that game. Make sure you tune in for that if you want to play that on PC. What else is there? Thank you for the new follows. Bitter, thank you for coming over. Justin, thank you for coming over. We're going to pass on some love tonight. I was just talking about this game and how I don't like it. But I'll tell you what. He plays this game awesome. He's a lot of fun to watch. He's a lot of high energy. We've rated him a few times this week, and we're going to do it again. Please do, if you've got the moment. Let me see if I spell it right. Night, baby doll. If you do have a moment, please do. I'm going to host this guy in just a moment on Mixer.com. Please go say hello to a good friend of mine. I call him the hyperactive chipmunk on Mountain Dew. He's got a lot of energy. He's a lot of fun. His name is Arconaut. So please go over there and let him know the Davram Gaming Corps has arrived. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some Fortnite. And for MMORPG, we'll see you next Tuesday. Thank you very much, all. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.